and welcome to Joseph's Model Railway and Toy Room. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, you don't need to like, follow or subscribe. Just put the videos out there where I can. Have a holly jolly great time doing so. Well, apologies for the snooze fest in the last video. That was made yesterday. Things arrived today and we've had a productive day. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Christmas trees. 'Tis the season. 'Tis always the season. But let's have a quick chat about this particular Christmas tree. Albeit it's not finished, we've still got some decorating and things that need to happen. But I want to talk to you about how we've got it wired and how we ended up in this position today. Third time's a charm.
Now here is a pre-made tree you can buy from Knock for just under $100. But I thought we could do a little bit better than this one color.
Okay, so we've selected a nice Christmas tree that's going to fit this place. I think what we'll do is probably lift it up as well, but by the time it is sitting in the middle of the area which we originally had planned to have it in, we're not going to bump any trains or not interfere with the roadway. So I think that's a good choice in tree. So the lights that we've gone for are these little LED, they call them a Litz light. Litz, and it's quite small and tiny, and we pop a resistor on, of course. It lights up and gives us just the right glow we need. So we've purchased some red, yellow, green, blue, the usual sort. And what we've done, we've just grouped them up and taped them off, because it's no good having red and black running down a Christmas tree. So we've taped them off so we still know what at the bottom which is red and black, and the top so we don't get it on the color LED. So what I thought we might do, we'll just take some Tamiya British green spray paint and just lightly dapple a little bit of green color onto the wires, and that should hide nicely into the tree. At least I hope anyway. Let's give it a crack. So here are our LEDs. I've grouped them both into a lower and higher set for the tree. And of course, what we did regarding the paintwork on this particular cable, where we've just given it just a really rough little bit of a twist here, and we just spritzed on a couple of coats of the I believe this is the British green, that's right, of the Tamiya spray paint, so that'll help it blend nicely. The next thing is we have our Knock trees, which we're going to be using in the forest area. If we swing over there, you'll see there are several boxes of them all ready to go. What I thought I might do is, it looked a little bit not quite what I wanted. So this is an original tree, and this is the one we have then just taken, and if we just go to this next picture, court green paint, and from a distance just gave it a light spray. Now when we look at them side by side, not a lot of difference, but you'll see it just looks slightly more greener. Remember, we're going to embed the lights in, and then we're going to put some decoration on. So it's just to try and lighten it up a little bit. I thought that dark was just a bit too dark, and I'm looking at them right now with my naked eye, and the colors that I'm seeing on the screen are completely different than what you're going to be seeing. But the important thing is, this is a nice shade. So the next thing is, let's now get these LEDs into our tree. Well, you know it and I know it. We had to do it the hard way. So we've now loomed and aggregated all of our neutral and positive feeds accordingly, so it's going to give us more wiggle room when we get to our location under the board, because some of them were just way too short, especially with the particular thickness of the plywood. By the time you've come down, I cannot even bend it to get under there, so it's still quite a bit we're going to have to get in there, but let's see what we can come up with.
And remembering the hole to get the cables in is going to be bigger than the trunk of the tree, so a bit of modification. We do want a straight tree, so indeed I used a laser to make sure we're all on the level.
Right, well, here we are. One illuminated Christmas tree, all completed. As you can see, I'm obviously under construction this war memorial section, and we're going to go through that in a later video. And we do still need to decorate the tree with baubles and what have you. But for the moment, we're going to put our loose crushed up leaves across the bottom, and then we're going to grass this section accordingly. I don't want to do too much in the minute. I still want to get this ballast sorted out first. However, it has come down. It's not looking too bad. And just temporarily, I popped the flashlight on to bring you under to just show you. There it is coming down. And we'll clean this wire up and it'll sit on its own distribution block accordingly. Again, the lighting that you can see back there is for the underpass. Now, what I've just done here is I've just grabbed a 9-volt battery and done a quick temporary wire up to it. And let's see what we've got. Ah, pretty, isn't she? Yes. What we might just do is dim the lights. I can obviously move those lights around as needed. Just a little toothpick, pair of tweezers. Or let's get sensible. If you've got what's known as a Krone tool with the hook on the end of it, if you're in the telecommunications industry, you all know exactly what I'm talking about, and that's an invaluable tool to have for doing this. Let's just dim the lights down a little bit so we can kind of get a bit of an overall feel of what we've achieved here, which is kind of good. I'm very happy with this and know I will be a lot happier than if we would have gone with the alternative pre-made one that is available.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Not only green, but summer's here, but also winter's cold and drear. Oh Christmas tree, thy leaves are so unchanging. Oh Christmas tree.
Well, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much as always for joining me on one of my adventurous videos. Very happy. We've still got a bit more decorating to do. I do have this bunting here. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to use for decorating it. I do have some smaller little glossy baubles, and there is some particular string decoration that I've seen that I think might work quite well on this. But we might do that in a future video. In the meantime though, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Toodles!